What is up, everyone? This is SwordKing090, and this is going to be Operation Dome number 131, the 131st episode of the Operation Dome series. A series where my friends and I are going to be encasing the entire world in glass and glass panes. So we got a lot of work to do, and that's nothing new. What was new is that I tried to actually make a video the other day, but that video got corrupted. And it's sad because I was able to actually have my friend Salvi16 join me for that video, but every time when I try to actually edit it, it would actually freeze up and then crash because part of the clip was corrupted, and I can't get to the point where I could actually delete the I can't even talk right. The corrupted clip. I may be corrupted, but I couldn't even get to the corrupted part of the clip and delete that. So every single time when I try, it would just freeze and then I had to exit out. I tried about like 10 times and I couldn't do anything to save it. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do this all over again without Nick. Hopefully he'll be able to join me next week or even in Operation Bedrock. I know he's been joining me in the live stream, so that's something. But sadly that we couldn't get anything done for Operation Dome 131. That is sad indeed. And right now I need to chop down some birch trees so that I could get myself 200 stacks of birch wood, because we need 200 stacks of charcoal for 200 furnaces, and then from there we will be done with getting charcoal. All we need to do is just get another 100,000 blocks of sand, and then we'll be able to get all the glass needed from smelting all the sand to be able to finish with the ceiling. So I am positive, I am confident that we have 100,000 sand blocks still left in this world, because this world is 85% sand. A lot of snow that you see right there, that's a lot of sand. You can already see it on the east side wall. There's a lot of sand right there. So I don't think we're going to run out, especially when we have the deep oceans. And before TU31, all the deep oceans have sand instead of gravel. So that's where we're going to get most of our gravel from. Or, sorry, sand. Oh gosh, why do I always mess up everything that I try to do? There's just some things I can't control, just like that corrupted clip. There's nothing I can do about that. And as well as whenever I do like a bit of live streaming, then there are some moments where there's a lot of frame droppage. I've dropped like probably 1,000 frames over in the live stream. Like when I actually began one live stream, I already dropped like 800 frames before even hitting the 10-minute mark. There's things I cannot control, but there's things that I just have to keep on going. But with the live streams, I just am loving the live streams. It makes it more enjoyable just to do more work on Operation Dome, because honestly, I get bored of Operation Dome. I'm not gonna lie to you, I absolutely get bored of it, especially when I have to put glass on top of the ceiling. I zone out, and that's very, very dangerous for me because I really don't want to fall over. Because if you fall over, then that's gonna be very, very bad, especially when you're gonna have to climb all the way back up. First, you gotta get all your items, and then you have to climb up all the way back up, and then look for the spot where you just left off, and then just continue on working there. But all it is that once Operation Dome is completely done, we will work and also focus all of our attention in Operation Bedrock. That's gonna be the main thing that I want to actually get more work done, especially during the live streams, because the live streams is what keeps me going. It makes everything more enjoyable. If I could have all my OG friends back on here, like all my friends who helped me out with Operation Bedrock long time ago, then yeah, I got the hiccup right there. You can already hear the inflection of the voice. Embarrassing. I'm leaving that in there. Nothing ever goes right for me anyway. So anyways, so if I'm able to actually invite Salvi16, possibly Jub if he gets an Xbox 360, I'm not too sure. I know Diamond Noodle has an Xbox. I don't know if he's ever going to return to the Xbox. But in any case, if we are able to get more people to be online, then we could all be on a Skype call, then that's going to be something. I cannot wait for that. I absolutely cannot wait for that. As far as I know, the Xbox 360 is still good when it comes to connection and things like that. But yes, live streaming makes it all the more fun. So if you guys join in the live stream, then all I could ask is just be respectful to all the people in the chat as well. I know I've gotten some moments where people have been saying things I don't want them to say and things like that, where they're being overly offensive. Please don't do that. If you're doing that, then we're gonna have to give you a warning, and if you keep on doing it, then you're gonna have a timeout, and if you keep on doing that afterwards, then it's gonna be a ban. It's just the 3-strike rule, 3-strike system. Just please respect the people in the chat. That's all I could ever ask for. And also to respect me and the games that I play, and as well as not to spam me all the time, because a lot of people want to spam me thinking that that's going to get them noticed. It gets them noticed, but it's still a negative light because no one likes to be spammed. You don't like to be spammed, so for people to be, or for you to be spamming me, then that's just not right. So that's going to be a thing here. Just all we have to do is just have fun. That's all I ever ask. Just have fun, play games, and let's keep the spamming to a minimum, please. So a crazy thing has happened in the earlier day or earlier week, if I have to say that correctly, in the time frame, that apparently either this person was drunk or they just lost control of the car for whatever reason. I don't know how you could actually lose control of a car when you're supposed to be going at least 20 miles per hour. There's no way. I believe that car was speeding or they were out to get us or something, but that I was in my room. All I heard was a screech, a loud sound, and I knew something was hit. And I feared it was my truck again, because my truck has been notorious for getting hit by cars for whatever reason. It's been hit twice already. One of them I actually had to fix the bumper, or pretty much the bumper was already about $1,100 now, but that's the thing, like the bumper had to be paid for, and then of course there was some scratches, and then the tires. A good thing they were old tires, because if they were new tires I would have been more concerned, but those were old tires anyways. We already got those replaced. But in any case, that my truck has been hit twice, so I thought it was my truck that got hit again. So I pretty much ran outside, and all I see is that there was a silver car that was actually just driving off with the bumper, the front bumper, just pretty much dangling from the base, and then all it was is that it was getting dragged on the street. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I looked around, and then I looked at the wall, and they hit the wall. They hit the wall. I'm posting a picture right on the screen right now. They hit the wall, and you can see on the bottom on the concrete that they skidded. They actually had control somewhat, because apparently they went so fast, but then for whatever reason they decided just to run into the wall. They even backed up and actually fled. That's exactly the reason why I said that I saw the car driving off. They actually fled. It was a hit and run. So they are pretty much going to be looked after or something like that. I don't know. Some people are going to be looking after them, because I already called the police. I already made a file report. And if they find them, then they're going to have to pay for that wall. It would have not been as so bad as if they were to just stay there and then just own up to it, but no, they decide to flee, and if they get caught, they're gonna have a criminal record on them. It is not a good idea to run away, even if you fear the consequences, because now they're just making it worse for them. They would have not had a police report if they actually owned up to it. If they were to stay, say they will pay for the wall and things like that, even if they don't pay for the wall, then that's where it's going to be more of a civil lawsuit of having them paying for the wall. There wouldn't be any criminal charges regardless, but it'll still be a civil lawsuit, because somebody has to pay for that wall, because that wall isn't cheap. It's going to cost over $1,000 and getting the blocks, and as well as getting the labor to have it done. And part of it is going to already be covered by insurance, but with the lawsuit, then insurance doesn't even have to step in anyways. So yeah, it's going to cost a lot of money. But it's just crazy to believe something like this happened. For God's sakes, there's a lot of things that's been happening around lately. It's just so weird. And gratefully, at least we have the wall. I'm grateful that we have the wall. There are some houses in the neighborhood that don't even have a wall. And in that case, if someone would have hit them, that would have been more expensive. Honestly, you gotta have to repair the whole entire wall. Because if that wall wasn't there, it would have hit my room. And of course, first of all, I'll probably be like, what the heck just happened? And then I'm going to go chase after the guy, because of course that they have to pay for that. I have no idea why and how or what could have caused them to lose control like that. My guess is that they were drunk or something, because who in the world hits a wall? How do you lose control like that? Apparently they had enough control to actually back up and leave, so I'm just wondering what in the world has gone over to them, or what's taken over their mind just to actually do something like this. It's just so weird, honestly. It's just so weird, but gratefully at least the house was a hit, because if they were going any faster, they would have struck the house, and that would have been even more like, I don't know what would I say about that? Just more prices to pay, and then more money to be had, and just overall it's going to be bad in our situation, because we have to deal with that for the next however long it's going to take for everything to be fixed. But all I can say is that the police report was already filed. They're going to be looking out for the vehicle, and hopefully they catch them. If so, then hooray. If not, then again, it's going to cost a lot of money out of the pockets, and as well as for the insurance to be involved, and I have no idea how insurance actually goes, whether or not if the rates go up or if they're gonna pay like half of it and we pay for the other half of it. It's just all together a big mess, and if I have to also help my father pay for it, then I'll gladly pay for it, because I do not want to see that broken down wall. And especially in this type of neighborhood, every now and then things go on. Things go on in this neighborhood, and we can't trust anyone anymore, because it's like you grow up in a neighborhood and it's just not how it used to be anymore. You know that it's going a little bit downhill in a sense. People still respect each other, but there are some instances that you just are wary and you can't trust people. Like I said, things have happened in my neighborhood, like my truck getting hit twice. There's people who actually sell drugs down the road and things like that. It's just altogether not so great. If it's getting to the point where we have to move, then that's going to be a thing. But I doubt we're going to move anytime soon. But still, that's going to cost some money. If we're going to try to sell a house with a broken down wall, then that's going to deduct the cost, or it's going to be less now. The value goes down. But on a brighter note, I was able to accomplish defeating Ganondorf in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I was able to just get the Let's Play done completely, 100%. I am not going for the Hylian Loach. I'm definitely not going to go after that, because that's going to take forever in a day, because that is all RNG. You don't know if you're going to actually get it or not, and that's pretty much one of the secret fishes that you can actually catch, but you cannot keep it as far as I know. You just catch it, he says something about it, he pays you, and then that's it. There's nothing you could do really much about it. There's no like Hall of Fame or anything. Already got the Deku Seed upgrade and the Deku Nut upgrade, which I did not even know they existed until somebody pointed it out. I got all 100 Skulltulas, or Skulltulas if you want to call them that. I used to call them Skulltulas because I had no idea how to read it correctly. But 100 gold Skulltulas, got every single item, every single piece of heart. I'm absolutely done with the game, 100%. I'm just happy that I was able to accomplish some glitches, like going to the bottom of the well early, as well as to skip all the trials in Ganondorf's Tower, or Ganon's Tower if you want to call it that. And a little bit of more hiccup moments. I'm a little bit sick. I have not gotten enough sleep in the past week, so I'm getting slightly sick. I need to sleep early tonight, and as well as I need to sleep more, because I don't want to be sick. It'd be bad to be sick, especially during a live stream. But now I am deciding what type of game should I play next. I don't want to do Ocarina, or I don't want to do Majora's Mask, and I don't want to do Banjo-Tooie just yet. It's because I've already played the games just recently, and then to play them side by side, that's gonna be like, play something different. I want to play a different genre. I'm thinking Paper Mario. Do you guys like Paper Mario? I'm talking about the first game for the Nintendo 64. If you like Paper Mario, then I could play Paper Mario. And then next, I probably could play something else. I just want to play different types of genres so that I could actually just keep the library going. There's going to be other games that I probably would never played, but I could still do a Let's Play on it and work with that. So that could be a thing. That's an option I could possibly do, but I'm thinking Paper Mario. So what do you guys think? Should I play Paper Mario? Let me know in the comment section below. And if there's any other games I could actually play for a Let's Play live stream, then let me know in the comment section below. Like, give me suggestions of what I could actually possibly do. And if I have the games, then that would be great. I'm liking the retro games, really. It's like, this is what we grew up with. And since we grew up with it, a lot of us could relate to it. We could always tell stories about the games that we play. I have Pokemon Gale of Darkness and also Pokemon Colossus. So, or is it Coliseum? I still don't know, honestly. I need to actually look at the case, and then we'll see what it is. But I have Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, so that could be a thing I could do a Let's Play on, because it's a 3D Pokemon game, for crying out loud. We need to have more of that. Honestly, those are so much fun, even if it's not everybody's like preference, but it's still a great game on its own. I like it. It took a little bit of a while to figure out how to do everything, but it's still a good game. And I'm going to try to 100% that, because what you need to do is actually have to capture every single Pokemon that's in the shadows. And then you have to revert them back into happiness, or pretty much normal, really. You got to actually make them happy to make them normal, because that's all it is. Like, They're unhappy when they're actually dark, but yet you give them happiness and then they return to normal because of the power of friendship and all that other stuff, like the heart of the cards. But it's still a great game. I'm not gonna lie, it's still a great game. I really want to play that game. I actually have Vulpix and Eevee on my team. It was that I made it to Umbreon, and as well as that I have Vulpix whenever I had a dual team. Because whenever Vulpix is in the match, it had Drought. And usually Drought is a hidden ability. I don't know if it's actually a thing that always happens, but I did not know that Drought was a hidden ability. That was actually absolutely awesome with that. And I remember that I beat in the game so that I could actually transfer the Lugia into my Pokemon Gold or Silver. I don't remember which one it was actually. I know that I actually had to transfer the Pokemon over there. And then from there, I could transfer over to another 3DS. Like you were able to transfer the GameCube or the Game Boy Advance into the DS, and then from there you could transfer the DS into the 3DS. It's like a lot of loops you had to go through. This was before that we had Heart Gold and Soul Silver to actually help us get all the Pokemon from there. But still, I had to do it the old school fashion. Just more work, but yet it was worth it in the end because I could actually brag saying, I have this. But now it's like, now everybody has it. So, yeah. Good fight me, right? But nothing else I could actually really say, honestly. Nothing really else I can say. That I am sick. I need to actually get better. I'm enjoying the live streams and I'm enjoying actually talking to people, but please do not spam me. Do not spam me with a friend advice. Do not do not tell me to play other games. Just let me have some fun with what I'm doing right now. And if I start inviting people, then keep in mind that I have every right to actually delete people for whatever reason. I pay attention to the chat. I see how people act in there, and if that's how they're gonna act when they are in the party, then it's like, yeah, that is not appropriate. And I've seen some of the comments that they have been making. It's just one of those things, guys. I do pay attention to the chat. I may not be able to respond to every little thing that people bring up, but I still pay attention to the chat. And then, of course, that the broken down wall. It's going to cost probably $1,000 with all the blocks. It's Cinderblocks. It's a Cinderblock wall, and each block costs probably like $1.30 each. So we have to actually repair or actually replace the whole wall. It's so badly damaged. It's cracked along the entire wall. So at any given point, it could actually fall over. So we need to actually repair the entire wall. So that's going to probably cost a good old $1,000 or even more, depending on how much the labor is going to be. So you have all the blocks, you have the cement, you have all the other stuff that has to deal with that, you have the tools, and as well as you have the labor of how long it's going to take for how many people, it's per person really, of how many people could actually be there on site working on the wall. It could possibly be done in a day. I'm pretty sure it could be done in a day, but anyways, it's still going to be a lot of money that we have to pay out of our pockets, unless the person who is actually running into our wall will actually be caught. We don't even know. We probably don't even think he's going to be caught anyways. So yeah, there's no honor in the world anymore. Nobody wants to take responsibility for what they have done. If they've done something, they have to run away so that they don't get caught. No honor, people. No honor. Come on now. In any case, like I said before, they made it worse upon themselves because now they're having people looking after them, or what I don't even know. I don't even know the actual phrase anymore. Like, there's people gonna be looking for them. There you go, looking for them. So yeah, awkward. That's the type of things, like word choice, people. Word choice. It makes a huge difference because it brings two different meanings, like looking after them or just looking for them. That's two different things. So yeah, there's gonna be the people looking for them, and if they get caught, then hopefully justice will be served. But until then, that's all I could say. Hopefully everything turns out right for me throughout the summer, and let's just hope that things become better. But until then, if you enjoyed this video, oh yeah, one more thing. Do you want me to do Paper Mario? Let me know in the comment section below. I will do Paper Mario as a Let's Play, and that's going to be fun for me because I like the RPG aspect. Alright. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe. And until then, I am King090. Have a great day, everyone. And as always, I will see you in the next video.